Okay. We're up. We're live, and I am so excited to be with you guys today. I'm like really, really jazzed about this. Uh, and I'm just like so ready for this. All right, first off, look how absolutely gorgeous the landscape is and the sky is. I am back in at the DLC part of the Frozen Wilds inside of the game, and I am girly and I'm not prepared. Oh no, don't worry. It's okay. It's all right. I am 2 minutes early. You guys get a bonus 2 minutes. We move there? Yeah. Except for it looks really cold, and don't really love the cold, honestly. So we're going to be going in, working on the mission to get this tall neck fixed up and put together. And I'm honestly really like in. What time is it? it's uh, it's not even 7 o'clock. That's what it is. Blankets, lots of blankets, right? That is totally what is needed here. So before I jumped on, I was actually watching a broadcast that Brandon Sanderson was doing, talking about the future show and book series that he helped write called Wheel of Time. Well, which would I rather have, cold or hot? Probably. I would be wanting, probably hot, I think. Both are not good, but I think I would take hot over cold.
Soon enough.
Good question. Robinson, yep, that's right. That is the time in my time zone. So, now you guys all know. Gross, says Kristen. I guess you're the opposite opinion. That's okay. But oh my gosh, guys, this broadcast that I was on, that's the wrong answer. No, it's good. It's a good answer. It's a real good answer. Okay, so in this over here is a downed tall neck over yonder. And we've battled a whole bunch of things to be able to get parts for it. And we've got a couple more things to do to get this machine up and running. Oh man. But okay, I'm going to be jumping back into this and out throughout the stream probably today. So this broadcast that I was watching is one of my favorite authors, Brandon Sanderson. He is, I think, a phenomenal creator, and he produces a ton of stuff. And one of the big things about what they were talking about is this series called Wheel of Time. And if you guys know about me, my reading habits, I read a lot. I like to reread books that I find particularly good. And I have found that I have reread the series Wheel of Time multiple times because I find it to be so incredibly good. Now, the caveat to this is a book series and story that is not a tiny book story. It is a story that is very involved, very big. Honestly, these books are pretty massive, and there are, including the prequel, 15 of them. And you're reading in the millions of words if you are reading these book series. And I'm so excited that it's getting adapted into a show. And one of the downsides and challenges to having something like this adapted is that you're going to have a new interpretation. And he actually does talk about that being a new perspective, new interpretation to some of the stuff. But he actually talks pretty favorable, kind of like almost like having a new version of it, a new canon, and that can be a really fun and interesting thing. And I love adaptation. I don't know if you guys knew this, but part of what I studied when I went to university was adaptation and adaptation theory. And so for me, talking adaptation is a big cool thing. And I'm just like all jazzed thinking about some of this stuff. All right, guys, we have so many people here. Kristen's here, Wendy's here, Robinson's here. Thank you guys all so much for joining in. People who are coming in now as well, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys with me. And if you guys have things you want me to talk about, questions for me, I'll totally, just like I said, open that up. And, you know, if we want to, like, shift our conversation in any directions, be sure to let me know, because I will be excited to make that happen. Also, I'll just prattle on myself, you know, because that's part of what I do. But as I was talking about a little bit earlier, was that broadcast and adaptation. I have to say I'm super, super excited for that series. And if you guys are looking for a giant epic fantasy, then The Wheel of Time, if you haven't read it, I recommend it. Now, if you aren't a big epic fantasy series person, you know, it might not be your thing, but oh man, I have to tell you, it's fun. Titan Season 3 trailer, I guess it just dropped. I'll have to check that out. I know that they're going to be doing some more exploration for the Robin character, and hopefully, I think, expanding from the cast, which will be really cool. For me, that series so far has been
maybe my focus can.
A kind of a little bit of a plus and minus. They've done some good things, and some things that I've been like, I don't know if that's really my favorite thing about it. So I don't know. I've had some mixed feelings about this series. Overall good feelings. And I'm just so excited that they're trying to do live action stuff with some of my favorite characters, you know. And they're definitely some interesting ways that they've interpreted and adapted that. But yeah, I really, really love and have been very fascinated with adaptations, and part of when I went to school was to talk about and explore adaptations. And I'm always just fascinated with how different groups like reinterpret the same story and recreate it and invent a new idea to how to have that presented. When they haven't seen that series, I don't know, maybe it's your thing, maybe not. I don't know. But it's been, I don't know, it's been pretty good, I would say, that series.
Right, it's never easy.
Oh man, I love that she has this override, like pretty much resurrects this machine. And these machines have a pretty significant importance, and their big thing is helping to build out the map. Now I've overridden it once, as you can see, but once is not enough because I don't have the map unlocked. So we actually do have to crawl up on here like we did before. And I'm going to be hating waiting, so that was a good spot to go. Yes, it's Teen Titans, or Titans is a very dark show. It has a lot of different like social issues and the things that it tries to explore. And it does, I think, a really great job trying to talk about some of those themes. And one of the things that I do wish it would have done a little bit more strongly was having a little bit more comic veracity. But I mean, that's I don't know, not always what you're trying to go for when you're doing a show. Ouch. Oh, mega ouch. I'm not actually needing to hunt any of these things, but I'm just needing things to do while I am hunting or waiting for the tall neck to get to the place I want it to be. For you guys, what are some of the adaptations that you have really, really enjoyed? Level 33! Obviously, like, there's been different ways, books that have come to movies, or to TV shows, or comics that have come to movies, or, you know, there are things where, movies have become books. So yeah, for you guys, what would that be? Yes, Robinson, Red Hood is going to be coming in Season 3, which will be a cool thing to see them get Jason Todd from that point to the next, which will be, I am excited for that.
Feels like out here.
Red Hood is a cool character. But yeah, with that question though, like, what's that adaptation that you really, really love? What's something that you were like, oh wow, this was such a great book or story in some form, and they made it in this other form, and I don't know, and you just loved it. Let me know, guys. I'd be really interested to hear your thought. But on kind of that terms of adaptation, it was really fascinating and interesting to listen on this discussion with my favorite author about how he was talking about how I don't have enough power or control as a name to really influence who I get to pick to do my adaptation stuff. I pretty much sell it and hope that they do a good job, and I'm like, that's a really intense thing, to be able to not have creative control in your adaptation. And part of that adaptation is having a story and having someone else have a new vision and interpret what they think that story looks like, feels, or what would maybe even sometimes make it better. And sometimes that makes it better, sometimes that makes it far worse. And it's always interesting to see how that goes and gets put together. He was like, when he's talking about that, he's like, I'm a small name, even though he's like #1 bestseller in an epic fantasy. He is the highest right now in the category, even beating Robert Jordan. Let's see, Born Again and Guardian. Devil in Daredevil Season 3. Okay, nice. Doing the Born Again story in Daredevil Season 3 was pretty cool. Kristen, basically fan fiction. Fan fiction is in some ways adaptation, and some ways like an expansion. It's a unique nuclei of story, and I don't know, it's an interesting dynamic, and I haven't really been able to fully wrap my head around and figure out all of the things to make it, I don't know, to place it in the right place for me. But I think that that's an interesting thing to add into that conversation. Okay, so in here we've got all of this opened up except for this section here, which is kind of like the DLC's boss. And I'm kind of playing around right now in the DLC. I'm just not hitting all the main story. I'm sorry. And we're just kind of going for cool items and things, and I want to go and talk to somebody right here, and so we're going to ultimately be heading that way. And that's one of the great things about an open world game, is I can totally do things out of order, even though I shouldn't be here yet in all accounts. But I am, and it's great. Also, in my inventory, have I... Okay. 3 straight weeks of Gaelic, says Kristen. That's awesome. So yeah, she's been studying Gaelic and has been working really hard on that. I think that's cool. For me, I have been working on some language study myself. I have been studying Japanese, and it's I don't know, I'm going like 4 weeks straight, and I am not doing well. Oh my gosh. I have been just trying just to learn the alphabet, and the alphabet is massive. There's, instead of like 26 characters like in English, or 25 to 35 in a lot of the Romantic languages, it's like multiple, like more than 100 characters. And then there's just like also like in Romantic languages, a lot of them have like a cursive and then a print form. They have like a formal lettering and an informal lettering in some ways, and I haven't yet fully understood that, but I just know that there are multiple alphabets, and I'm just like, whew, a little overwhelmed by it all. And it's been really, really fun to be learning and working on trying to get figured out, though. It's like 3 separate yeah, exactly. It's been wild, and I have been just mega lost and having a really, really fun time struggling and failing with it. But it's been good, and I think that that's something people ought to try to do, is do something that is hard and maybe that they're gonna fail at, to learn and stretch, you know. Oh man, I'm sorry that you're having internet troubles, Wendy. That's okay. We will join. You can join in next time. Thank you so much for joining in, for the time that you have. I really appreciate it, and you are always appreciated in the community. So take care, Wendy. Have a good night, and thanks for joining in. Robinson, you studied a little bit of Spanish. Very cool. That is. I've studied a little bit of Spanish, but overall, not so much. And it's, I don't know, it was something that I needed when I lived in California. I needed to understand Spanish a little bit more than I do currently. And so when I was in California, I spent some time learning at it, and it was interesting. Yeah, you're saying you're bad at it. That's okay, you know. Honestly, I think language learning is a pretty cool and phenomenal practice. Whether or not you find yourself being what you call, say, quote-unquote, successful or no. We're gonna help rescue these people. Even one person died. We saw them get killed. Let's see. Oh man. Thank you, Mr. Lancehorn.
This is not my first.
Oh hey, you're not dead. That's good. Grab stuff from this Lancehorn. Wow, I think he's trying to throw insults at me after I rescued them. That would be how they would do. Dumb fools. So I'm going to open this up, guys. If there's any questions you guys want to ask me, or things you want me to discuss with you, drop it in, put it in the comments. Help me have my conversation with you guys guided in a direction that you would be excited about. I think that would be good and fun. Alright, we found ourselves another control tower. There are 2 ways that you can do this. You can override the control tower, which is the smart way to do it, or you can try and override it, which is the more exciting way because it requires a little bit of extra work and protection. So we're going to sneak it in here, trying to do this override. If one of these things blasts me before I can finish it, then I will be done.
Okay, then.
I think I got it.
Can work for me.
Which is awesome. Death is slain, Jeremy. That, yeah. There you go. Oh man, Merculus, welcome. Oh shoot, we're gonna die. Just settle down. There we go. Oh man, those things can jump. Oh no. Oh no, I'm just not quite ready. I'm now ready. Oh, but not ready for the right thing. Boom, take that, you scary thing. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Why do I do this to myself? Oh! Man, those things got some serious hops for these little, like, turtle shell-like machines. Boom, gone. Come at me, come at me. Yeah, that's right. I love tripwires. They are my #1 weapon. Ooh, ouch. I got shocked. Boom, last one. We have... Let's see if we can get this guy to come over that way. Yeah! What are these mechanical monsters? Spider? Kind of like spider turtles is kind of what I've imagined them to be. And yeah, they are pretty serious, and in this area even more serious. Level 34, guys. We've already leveled up today in stream, and we leveled up again, and that is because I am in way more dangerous territory than I'm supposed to be at my level and experience. Like, really, like, you should be going into the DLC after you've, like, nearly completed the main story, and we have just kind of went for it because basically. Let's go and do some crafting and see if we can find any health potions. I can make one small health potion. I also have a whole bunch of skills I can be improving on and expanding on. We're going to do the increase damage when health is low because that sounds useful, especially for me. Also, we need... ooh. In my inventory, do I happily have a rock? I have a rock. Lame. Alright. Oh, man. Alright, guys. So, as I was kind of discussing, one of the things that I found really, really cool and exciting for you guys, so maybe you haven't read, like, the Wheel of Time book series like I was talking about earlier, but the end of this year on Amazon Prime, it's going to be a series that they're going to be doing through that streaming service, and it looks like it's going to be like Game of Thrones quality of a production. And just kind of like with Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, big epic fantasy series, right, with the series of Song of Ice and Fire that became known as the Game of Thrones series because it was titled after the first book. The Wheel of Time book series is one that is going to be adapted, and I think each season is going to be a book, just like in that series, each season was a single book. And I think what they're going to be doing is an 8-episode story. And honestly, I think for that, it's a fantastic length. I think they could have probably actually built it out into a full like 24 episode story experience just because there's so much story there. But with this, they're also going to, oh boy, there's multiples of these. And actually, these are close enough, if you look, that they scan kind of each other, and they might be able to heal each other, which would be interesting. We got a demonic scorcher over there. Big, big, dangerous spot right here. We still need to be going and finding that talisman thing, the animal figure over here. So we're gonna not worry about that quite yet. But anyways, that was a super, super cool thing. And I'm geeking out about it because I was watching all about it. And it's something I probably will be discussing more on my main channel, where I might be doing some book reviews, some breakdowns, and some other stuff when that series gets started. And talking
Red
about
light
those
means
books.
trouble.
Oh, shoot. Would you just stop trying to kill me? Get God. Yay. Ugh, I don't like fighting Glinthawks. Things up in the air are just so scary. Oh boy. Okay. In this area. Oh, I think we found it. An animal figure.
The keepsake of the old ones.
And that'll be a useful thing. And we got a new data point as well, so cheers on that. Also, guys, I should probably let you guys know I'm going to be ending. I'm not going to be doing a full 2-hour stream, probably an hour to an hour and a half today. I've got some other things that I can't avoid, so I will be having to be a little bit shorter today, but hopefully it'll be good just the same. Did you mean the time on my end? Let's see. Yes, what did you mean?
Damn.
Take that. Oh. And do we have more trouble? Oh, we do. We have more trouble. And this thing was smart. It went around. Joe King, what's up? You know what I mean. Good. Oh, gosh. Boom, get you down. One more. Oh, shoot. Is that a Scorcher? These are not the machines we were looking for. We were looking to have a nice, sneaky passage here of not dying. I have like not a ton of health, so all of those things are explosives that he's shooting out, and it's not friendly. Oh, look at that. He makes great fireworks, this machine. Oh boy. I'm like so in the wrong place in this game. Alright. I made all these cool explosives. Are they like...
I can get out of this.
Are they done with me? They're bored with me? Good. Is this medical something? Nah, freeze. I don't need that stuff. Oh, man. Okay, thank you very much. I wasted so much of that stuff there. Alright, let's see if we can slink over here, grab this pigment. So, other than me talking, have any of you guys really ever heard of Brandon Sanderson, the author I've been kind of discussing? Um, you ever heard of him before? Let me know. If not, you're welcome. But, oh no! Oh, I just got way wet. I'm sorry, Eloy. That's probably not comfy. Super cold. All right, we are actually going to be sneaking across and trying to find some blue games. So we are going to swim across this. Um, so one thing that's interesting about The Wheel of Time is the first, I guess, like 11 books in the main series and also the prequel were written by an individual named Robert Jordan, a phenomenal storyteller and writer,
Probably needed
and
the wash.
he inspired a lot of new writers to start writing because of their love of his story. And one of those big fans of this was Brandon Sanderson. Um, and Brandon Sanderson ended up actually finishing writing the series. Robert Jordan's wife was also his editor and manager for the project, and she ended up finding Brandon Sanderson's first book, Mistborn, and was like, "Wow, this book is fantastic. I want you to come and finish my husband's like life's work and finish this series. And I don't want you to just be a ghostwriter. I want you to write this book." And he ended up making it 3 books and really exploring a lot of cool things and expanding out the story in some ways that were overall very well received. And she was very encouraging to him to put in stuff that he thought would be meaningful, or to obviously follow the notes that were given to him from his predecessor, but to take things, the ways that he felt would be good when they weren't outlined, and a lot of stuff wasn't
I'll
outlined.
find a use for you.
So I think that that's just really, really interesting. And it's kind of one of those moments where this person who was a really, really big fan of... I'll show you guys how to take one of these things down. We've done a lot of overwriting, which is cool. But I'm going to do... Boom. Easy as that. That thing no longer is an issue. We've got everybody's attention here. And I just really just want to sneak past this. We have some stalkers there, which corrupted stalkers are bad enough. But this thing's a really, really scary sight. We're going to prep a couple of these. Because these guys might be coming after us. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, that's a little bit better. Some scrappers. I'm okay with scrappers. These machines over here, mega dangerous. Sneaking around. Whoa. So how you're currently faring. Okay. Alright, so we're in a new settlement here with the blue gleam lights. That's kind of these people's settlements and like decorative element, and it's a way that they distinguish these from other groups and cultures, and I think they do some really cool stuff there with that. Okay, so this was a site that I really was excited about getting to, and I'm not even yet to the point where I can get side missions here, but there are some people who will give me some amazing weapons if I get to that point. So one of the things that I want to be doing is getting this bow right here. I need 16 blue gleam. I have 10, and those are found on these blue gleam things, which we unlocked the map of how to find them in a different stream. But we're going to keep on working on those, get ourselves the most powerful, amazing weapons, really actually way ahead of schedule. Um, and that'll be just the best because after getting these, I'm going to be that much stronger and that much more prepared to fight the other things. But I will have to be like wading through all of this really, really hard stuff when I'm not leveled up to it in order to get those things. So I don't know what's really wise or not, but we're kind of venturing into that. And we've got these two guys here. And let's mark the campfire over there. So how's everyone's day been going? If there
I
been
can still get the upper hand.
anything good or exciting for you guys today? The biggest thing for me today was probably went into the local comic shop where I kind of help out a bit there. I had some interesting conversations with some people. One of the things that I find interesting in like a retail experience is you are going to talk to people in all different walks of life, and they all have like very different like perspectives and things and stuff like that. Kristen, you had a really good day. Anything good or exciting happen? Other things for me that I think were, I don't know, interesting or good. I read some good comics today, and that was just always really happy. For me, one of the like times that I'm just like get to like relax and decompress is reading. And I read some nonfiction today, a nonfiction self-help style book called Own the Day, Own Your Life.
Go quietly.
And it's a pretty good book. It's got a couple of different like concepts that I found kind of different than I found in most of the other books in that genre. So getting a different perspective on some ideas and things I thought was pretty cool. And I'm just like really into like productivity and stuff like that. So there's some good stuff in that. And then also, got to read some good comics. There's some reviews on my Instagram. If you guys like comic book reviews, check my Instagram out at Nerd Morning. So yeah, that's way good. Oh no, I don't think that comment made it all the way through, Kristen. I don't know what happened. My day can be described in a single word: peaceful. Nice, Merculus. That's really good. Yeah, nice. I have been I don't know. I'm feeling really productive today. Honestly, pretty worn out, pretty tired from some of the things that I had been trying to work on and accomplish. And with my chronic illness, I sometimes just get really tired. But I feel like I've like dominated the day, and I'm gonna have a well-earned evening and rest. So I'm really excited about that's how that day came about. Robinson, your day was fine. Good. I'm glad to hear that it was up to being satisfactory. Oh gosh, here we go. Okay, here we go. These guys are the worst. Of all the machines, I think Glinhawks are my least favorite. That thing survived. Hits. Oh my goodness. Hey, we're making some good progress leveling up wise. Quarter of the way up to towards 35. Fire discovered. Thank goodness. What? You didn't light on fire? Boom. Okay. These guys are really weak against fire, so I like shooting them with fire arrows when I have the opportunity. Makes a big difference. Okay, so I've got 2 of these fancy blue gleams in this area. Let's go try to see what we can do about this one. This way, we went deep and thick into this forest. Scan, see if that can help us. I think we found it. Kicked ass at work, nice. Then interview, another job. Awesome. That's a big thing, big accomplishment there.
This blue gleam will make some shaman happy.
Got to chat with your favorite person. Much good. That sounds like a wonderful day. I am glad to hear it, Kristen. Gather some medical ember stuff. There's the medicinal embers. Oh no. Is this gonna be way up on the top of the mountain? I think so. Oh my goodness. So, for you guys as well, is there a book style or genre that you guys find yourself reading most often? I was talking about how I do a lot of epic fantasy, a lot of nonfiction, particularly like that self-developmental stuff. But yeah, for you guys, what are the ones that you guys read the most? What kind of things are you guys into?
Saving these for the trail.
Okay, so the big thing here. Oh shoot! I don't know if this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there 3 or there 4? There's 3 of those, and as long as that thing is open,
Chill almost feels like summer.
it would be dangerous. Action and science fiction. Nice. Those are great categories, Robinson. There's probably some really good stories that you can be enjoying out of those. Alright, this guy's totally noticing me. I don't know if I want to override these or blow it up, because there are, I feel like, perks. Okay. These things are just like straight up healed. That one's completely healed from all the attack that I did for it. Not safe. Not safe that way. Do I have enough for this? Not enough, not enough. Oh, we are lit on fire. It's like not even worth fighting those machines yet until I can drop that thing. There it goes. There it goes. Now, Red, supernatural stories or supernatural... Oh! Oh, watch where you're going, Jeremy. Oh, I'm being lit on fire. Let's do... Oh, no fire protection, nothing, just burning. Burning and dying, burning and dying is what I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. Supernatural stories, nice. Oh, wow, these guys have way harder shells than their predecessors. And their shooting of fire is just so substantial. I am going to try to... You really want to be hitting these in the weak points, but they seem to not really care. Oh, okay. Being totally hunted. Ouch. That was a bad land. Maybe we're gonna want to do some traps here for these guys to stumble onto. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Oh, ouch. And let's gather some of this. Yeah, take that. Oh, I'm lit on fire again. This guy wants to come over here, huh? Oh, totally dodged that area. One of the things that is you have to wait for them to come to those places. I'm just like surrounded. This is not the right way, guys. This is not the way you fight these machines. I just wanted to find gems in the ground. That's it. That's all we cared about. Lit on fire, lit on fire, lit on fire. I really should go back to the main section of the game where I won't get like lit on fire and killed so dramatically. Oh, one got past. One got past. This is gonna be game over if we don't get out of here. The heck out of here. Oh, I barely took that medicine in time. You guys just have a good day for a little bit. We're gonna come back, but yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need. We just need to gather some goodies, and then we'll be back, and then we'll be friends again. Oh my goodness! And there's supposed to be a campfire in this general vicinity, and we need that fire so we can get saved. Our point right here. Okay. Far enough where they're maybe not totally interested. Hopefully that'll be to our advantage. Oh no. Oh, jump, 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 jump! I think I can take one of these at a time. Oh, charger sight, sure. Dive away and get the... Holy cow, I cannot dodge this fast enough. I need this to be a magical healing hot spring. You know? They've got those in Legend of Zelda, like, we need those here. Oh my goodness. I really want to get those guys. But also I have 0 health. They're scary.
Pain's drawing back.
So what is it, this medicinal herb that she eats that is so powerful to regain so much health and kick back all the pain? What is it? Yeah, light that guy on fire. That's what I want. Yeah, this guy's going down finally. Oh, I just totally missed. Yeah. It's struggling now, it's struggling now, it's struggling. Oh, it's so close to being dead. No more ammo. We'll make... Oh, that's it. That's all the shots I got on that arrow. Oh, man. That's like... Then you need that piercing shot. We're gonna do slowly one. Okay, that guy's down. Take that, you other ones. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're now in business. Oh, didn't quite pierce that one. So I'm trying to go to those like the fuel sacks that they have on underneath.
I've got other ammo.
That if you can pierce those, they do a lot of damage to themselves. Yes. These guys became a little less scary. Just triple knocking. This guy's running from me. He's like, I've had it. I've seen my others, my buddies here blow up, and I am done. Oh no, he's back for more. Back for revenge. Would have been sent, forgot what is... Oh, we ran out of that ammo too. Time to regroup, craft some of those, and we're back. Yeah, I forgot what the USA is. Well, it's a country that many people live in. Got some pluses and some minuses, like most countries. Ouch. Shoot from the hip style fighting here. It's about to like pop at us any second now. Oh my goodness. Why are they making these machines so challenging? Get underneath. Spot of fuel cells. Woo! Holy cow. That one machine was like an eighth of the XP that I needed to level up. Just one of those. So all three of those, we are nearly to level 35. That's how challenging the game regards those machines. That was crazy. And I don't know, why am I doing these foolish things to myself? Back from the dead tonight. Love it, Merculus. I know that, but for some reason, totally forgot. Hey, that's okay. You were talking with Wife of Bat? Yeah? On Instagram. Cool. Yeah, she had... Yeah, she's a pretty cool Instagrammer. If you guys are interested in other comic reviews similar to the things that I do. Holy cow. Okay, I think I need to get up there, but I am not getting up there. Not that way. We are all the way over here trying to go over there. We're going to move forward. and try to find these blue gleams, maybe. Wait a second. That's all one giant bandit camp. We may be not doing that one. But there's a merchant here who's, I think, pretty worthwhile over there. We're going to try to go up. We might be able to sneak around those guys. I don't think so. I think we're going to go this way. Man. Because I need more blue gleam. What did we say? I need 6 more blue gleam? I think that's what we said.
I'll
It's a
tuck
song
that away.
from rock band Skillet. Nice. Thank you, wild boar, for your meats. I've been in regular need of potions, and you make potions out of animal parts. I don't know what that is. Some type of witchery. I don't know. Because it's not like a meal. You don't go and you make a meal. You make a potion. I don't know. Curious mechanic. Okay. We are grabbing all this medicinal stuff here. I love it. And this is saying it's like an energy drink. Yeah, it's like an energy drink. A magic energy drink? I'm trying to find where. Ooh. Blue gleam down there.
So much for being
Perfect.
careful.
She just like dives off the side of the cliff. That is definitely my gaming style for sure. All right, that is 12, and I think we're going for 16. And honestly, this might be a really worthwhile place to stop and visit. And I'll show you guys, I think that's really cool in the DLC from that, which is at that spot.
These will keep.
And I think there's a special conversation that you can access if you collect all of the animal tokens and then go see this person. But we've just got I think one animal token, and that'll be sufficient for us to get in here and get started and have an interesting
The magnificent American black bear.
All right.
Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
All right, I love this Montana Recreation. So we hear that's a
You never even
confirmation
felt the cold, did you?
that
He hadn't
this
preserved you.
is
you did?
in Yellowstone, the DLC. Also, those hot spots that we were
this is
seeing
useful.
there. So we got this guy here
I hate to interrupt.
who's
Oh,
pretty curious.
Yes. Hello.
Ing Junk? Is that what you call
Shrine
it?
of Forgotten Beasts. Welcome. I'm Enjuk.
Injuk.
Aloy.
I was close.
The shrine of what?
When the old world still breathed, a great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visage inside. When the totem is placed on the pedestal, the animal is painted onto the empty air, and the beast
It's a
lives
hologram.
again.
I love it.
Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wilds. Remembered the indentations in the pedestals here and saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it?
So we find these different totems and we get these holograms and make this guy really happy,
Time
and
has
that's
scattered
what
them.
it's all about. So let's
another
trade
one for
some
you.
figures. I get these cool treasure boxes for this. So we've got this one for the animal figure number 6, which we found. So we traded that, got a cool box. And while we're here, let's sell. Well, we've got tons of luminous braiding. We're going to be rich off of that and that as well. that'll be sufficient for
Which
right
beast
now.
are you, little friend? What secrets will you tell us? Well, I've placed
Okay.
it on the pedestal. We'll see.
All right. I think that was all the
I
ones
should
that I
get going.
have.
Of course.
So
Of course. I've taken up so much
that
of your
is
time
how
already.
you do that part
I
there.
don't suppose you could keep an eye out for more figurines?
If I run across
Yes, we
any,
will
I'll bring them your
accept
way.
more. Deal. Okay, so what's cool about this, right? So this is the one that he had already.
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black
All
bear.
right, so there's this black bear,
Brought to you
and
by
that's cool
Montana
because these
Recreations.
things are.
Why would you like to find yourself cornered by that thing?
I suspect I'd like it very much indeed. What a beautiful
man.
beast you were.
That guy's so funny. But these guys, they don't have the same animal life that we had here, which is interesting because it definitely suggests a bigger extinction level event than just like
The
a lot of
enigmatic
people dying
Grey
out,
Wolf.
right? And we're getting
Brought
some
to
more
you by
hints through
Montana
this.
Recreations.
Could it be that these wolves or foxes are the same somehow? Perhaps after hundreds of winters. No. No.
It's like exploring different ideas with it. I just find that so interesting. And there are certain animal life, but clearly like not all animal life. And I don't know, that's just really, really interesting. And this whole thing here in Yellowstone is pretty cool. If you guys have not been to Yellowstone in Idaho and Montana, it is a pretty breathtaking place to be. Different like pools like this totally exist. You would not want to jump into something like this. That was great. Oh man, that's probably really uncomfortable. But the mineral deposits and the other things, it just is a gorgeous experience. Is Yellowstone on the west? Yes, it is. Again, in Idaho and in Montana, and it's really cool with having geysers, and it's tons of like unique volcanic activity. It's a pretty remarkable experience.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
And that's in, I guess, in the western United States. And seriously, I don't know, I really love adventuring, going hiking, exploring new sites, things like that, getting out in nature. And this is really a beautiful location to visit. Alucard's here. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Oh man, look how cool these deposits are. We've got a trampler site here. Pretty dangerous stuff. Get those likes up. Really appreciate the energy, Alucard. Love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just marked a place for a paint thing, which is another one that we're going from again an earlier stream. We talked to this lady who says, hey, if you can find different paints and show them or bring them back to me, that would make it so I can do a really cool painting. And we want her to do that painting because we're respecters of the arts. And so we're going to all these different like deposits here and collecting. This is a dark salt, and oh man, I just love these deposits. These like old like bridges here are pretty interesting. Curious what era these were built. Were these the old bridges of today that are now just like old and rotting, or is these something totally different? I don't know. We're gonna venture across trying to get some of those other things, and yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you a story about me one time in Yellowstone. Okay.
Easy.
So in Yellowstone, One of the cool things is there's a lot of wildlife that you can see that's just kind of roaming around and doing their own thing, and you can kind of just observe it. And like, you know, there's certain things you probably shouldn't do, like you shouldn't try to go and like jump on the back of a moose or try to like, I don't know, like kidnap a baby bear cub, right? Like these things are going to cause really big issues, but a lot of the animals are pretty docile, and if as long as you're not like getting up in their business too much, then you're going to be okay, right? And so this one time we're on the side of the road, we pulled over because we saw a bear, and we're like, oh cool, it's a bear. So then I see that this is a bear and 2 cubs. So this is a mama bear, 2 cubs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So I hop out of the car because it's a bear, and that was neat. So I do, and I go over there and I creep a little closer, So you chose death, right? And the mama bear was actually pretty chill. I kept my distance enough.
Tasty.
But I mean, I actually went and got some pretty decent photos, I thought, of this mama bear, and it was a pretty fun, pretty cool experience to go up. I thought was pretty close. I don't know. I felt really, really